Good morning. Good morning. I hope you're safe and well because, as we know, that is the most important thing. Well, it's kind of misty this morning again, but we had a glorious day yesterday, which was excellent because we had the charity walk to view the old fountains down in the estate where we live. It was sold out. Everybody had a great time. Yes, it's a bit of a nuisance for us neighbours because we've got people coming through the archway all the time. But it was a lovely thing, and the local Rotary Club raised a lot of money for charity. Right, back to work, and it does seem like back to work because, of course, schools are just about in now here in England. They've been back for a while in Scotland, and it's like the start of the new business year here in the UK. Anyway. You may be aware that the 17th ATP to CLP has been published, and that comes in December 2022. And I'm going to put a link below this video now. There we go. But what you may not have picked up on is that all the technical MCL reports that the HSE have published are actually to do with the 17th ATP and presumably other things in the pipeline. Because we have heard from Paul Thomas of Creatis, who was the technical expert for the classification on d-limonene. Now, limonene has got lots of different isomers, that's different versions of it if you're not particularly into your chemistry. And one of them are being proposed, which is the d-limonene version, is being proposed in the 17th ATP to CLP by ECHA as dropping from category 1 aquatic chronic toxicity, that's H410, down to category 3 aquatic chronic toxicity, H413. Now, they do not do this without bloody good reason, and Paul Thomas was actually their technical expert for this, and he says that we would not have got this through without the help of the UK rapporteur. That's the person who's acting on behalf of the UK at these negotiations at ECHA. So obviously this happened pre-Brexit. Anyway, he is absolutely gobsmacked, his word, to find that in the new technical MCL reports, which I think where he's got the information from, GB is proposing to retain the H410 chronic aquatic tox 1 classification. In other words, going back on what they had already agreed. We are surprised at this. I'm going to put a link to the technical report directly here. Now, what I think may be going on is two things. Paul's theory is that it's the precautionary principle running riot, which kind of goes against what the GB government are saying, because we've got this consultation out that I gave you a link to the other week on moving away from the precautionary principle towards the proportionality principle. And this is a classic example of where, yeah, it would seem to be sensible. Now, I'm going to hold my hand up and say I've not read the RAC opinion or anything like that, or really read the GB technical report. This is just from the, literally Paul emailed me last night and I was in bed and I'm picking it up first thing in the morning. But he is a good guy, and I think that the EU would not be downgrading a classification unless there was some pretty strong evidence to do that. So anyway, I've put that GB technical report link in there, and it does say on page 3, yes, we are disagreeing with the RAC opinion. But like Paul said, it is nuts. So his theory is the precautionary principle still going through? My theory is that actually they've produced something like 99 reports now. I think the first tranche were about 82, 83 that were published in May this year. So from a standing start, starting on the 24th of December last year, the HSE have had to produce tens of agency opinions on these upcoming harmonised classifications, so they can be ready, presumably, for when the ECHA start sort of churning them out as well. ECHA's been working on, but the 17th ATP and anything else in the pipeline. So they're doing their best to get ready. And I wonder if this has just been given to somebody who is less experienced in the chemistry than somebody like Paul obviously is. And they've maybe gone, precautionary principle, because I don't really understand it. So it may be one of these things that they're thinking, well, we'll just do these reports quickly like what in industry we would call a quick and dirty report, just something quick to get something out there. And then they're going to sort it all out when there's a public consultation. But we just don't know. Anyway, the d-limonene is not out for public consultation yet. There's only one public consultation at the moment, and that's for synmethylate. I don't know when it's going to come out, but if you are interested, then please do sign up for the CLP newsletter from the HSE, because that is where you will get the notification. Obviously, I will do my best to notify you as well on public consultations, particularly for this one. But we just, we don't have a time scale yet. But at that point, I'm sure Paul and everybody else who understands what's actually going on with the chemistry will, in the words of my dear late father, jump down the HSE's throat with their tackety boots on. Yeah. But, it is a bit irritating because, we've got enough on. And the HSE have enough on as well. However, we are where we are. Right. Calming down, leaving that on one side, you'll be thinking, what are our reasons to be cheerful this week? And this week, I am actually going for music rather than comedy, although this first one is kind of a hybrid of the two. And it's Rick Wakeman, formerly of Yes, playing nursery rhymes in the style of the great composers, including Les Dawson. I'm just typing just now, so that's why I can't do video and type at the same time. In the style of the great composers, writing. Oops, including Les Dawson. And I'm just going to put that link here. There we are, if I can find it. This is from a live concert that he did a while ago. So I hope you enjoy that. I hope that you have a great week at work. And I look forward to chatting to you again tomorrow. Take care of yourselves. Bye.